Hello everybody and welcome to episode 5. We are currently in the Woodman's Clearing, which is where we left off last episode after building that up. Pretty happy with how that turned out. And of course we built the lair. But today I'm going to be working on an area through the Smithing District, across Tradesman's Bridge, came up that on the spot, to the open market. So it's just through the woods behind the sawmill, and it's in the middle of the design. So you've got the smithing district over there, the sawmill can access it. You're going to have something up there, and over here we are going to have something down here as well. That's the idea. And so we built something up here that can access it. Up there can access it, these two. So it's the center of the build, and it's where everyone's going to come to trade their goods. So I need to thicken this area up here, and also maybe build this cliff up so we can finally have access to the building up there, so we can actually start properly expanding. So I'm going to go get some cobblestone and andesite and some spruce, and let's get going. Just come out here with the materials, and I realised I probably need to grab some torches as well to actually light this place up. Okay, the first thing I wanted to get done was just to thicken this tree line up a bit so that you can't see it as easily into the woodman's area, and I was thinking about maybe doing a path directly into the market for him, but that might have to come later. So I'm going to just chuck a few of these down, build up some of my custom trees, and just thicken this place up a bit. There you go, that's a bit improved. Kind of adds to the mystery of the lumber mill in the middle of the woods, because it wasn't really much in the middle of the woods before. That's definitely improved it. I need to actually get some... that's a problem that I'm going to run into a lot, especially when I start building up here, which is the snow. It's already started happening, but it's going to get worse. But I've just been using string. There's a spider up there. I don't actually have a string on me, but can do 2 jobs in one go. Pest Slayer and Snow Sorter. Now, I bought a whole bunch of stone up here as well as the material for the floor. So I'm going to give this cliff a good 2 or 3 blocks on top of where it is right now, so I can really start marking out where it's going to be. I'm not even sure I'm going for a cliff actually. I might go for like a hill. I might move it back a block already. I'm going to work on this, okay? See you in a bit. I've just come up with a pretty decent idea. I've decided that, considering I don't want this to be too high of a cliff, and I don't want to deal with the snow, I'm just going to drop this whole area down 2 blocks. That sounds like a small job, but I bet it will take much longer than I'm anticipating it to. And then I should be able to avoid the snow, and avoid having to do such a steep cliff face to here as well. Because I've already got the cliff face. I wanted this to be more of a shallow incline. So I'm going to go off on a bit of a tangent and get distracted, and I'll get back to you. But I've given it a couple blocks so far. It's going okay. That's still quite an incline, even with 2 blocks chopped off the top of it. Should we go for 3? We are getting so many prime mob spawning pits. Look at this. I've got a few of these that I've covered up without filling in, and I'm going to be hearing zombie noises every time I come to this lumber mill. I'm wondering where the hell they're coming from. Okay, well this is at least an improvement. We've got a flat area up here now. I'm just covering this off, making prime zombie real estate that I'll deal with later. And I'm going to take a look at how it looks from below. I guess that's improved. I can work with this. I can make this look nice. It obviously looks a bit artificial at the moment, to say the least, but I can work with this. I can eat this up. I've already got something else to neaten up first. I'm making myself so much work landscaping, but actually, I could do this now. How much time do I have before this episode has to go? A few days. And mark it and mine. Yeah, I got time. I'm just going to do what I call carving out shapes, right? You just look at the building and you carve out random shapes to make it not all look the same. So you got that, some over here, get one out this corner, place it with stone, and that's the first step at least. And by the sounds of it, we have our first tenant. Oh look, here he is. Enjoy the home. Yeah, it's not bad, is it? You're welcome. Anyway, I'll leave you be. Alright, that's looking much improved. We've just done some carving and then some replacing some areas with dirt. That does surprisingly quite a lot. In fact, it's almost done. Just some final detail work now. We've done stage 1, which is the building. Stage 2 is the carving. Stage 3 is the grassing. And now onto the andesiting, which is much more obvious on a cliff face. Let me work with this. It's looking improved, but I can think of a way that we can make this even more awesome. Awesome. Get it? And the final step is to be a bit of a snitch and grass on it. I'm so good at these. Oh, I could have said grassing on it. That would have been better. It's always when you're lying in bed you come up with a better way to say something. Looking much nicer around this way now, rather than just standing out. It actually feels like it should be there, and I've actually finished it off. And I think I have actually finished it off, just checking around here. There we go. Custom cliff, ready to actually start progress on what I was planning on doing today. I see now that I've dug this out slightly the wrong way, because now I'm a bit stranded. I'm also not sure how I'm going to blend a market square into a cliffside. I might just use the old classic standard and just put a row of trees in front of it, because that's what I've been doing with everything else. I don't know how to blend in properly. Anyway, I knew this was coming. Man, this elevator isn't just the coolest thing I've made so far, but it's also the most practical thing. I could not imagine having to run through that door and all the way up the stairs every time I fell. It drives me mad. And with me now back up here where I belong, we can start filling this all in. Let's begin. And we are all complete, and you'd be surprised how much of a difference just getting this all set up makes. The hill at the background of this area is starting to feel like a proper zone now, rather than just a big glass plateau. Big grass plateau, sorry. It's looking good. I think the next thing I'm going to do is get a staircase here, something kind of grand looking, moving up into the area back there. So we can kind of start blending the worlds together. All the zones. Not really worlds. This whole area is a world, I guess. And we'll probably put some trees in there as well. Anyway, I think we'll go for these 3 blocks along here. That's kind of right in the middle of where it drops down. That'd be a perfect place for a staircase. And of course, it's got to be a funky looking staircase, right? So we're going to do this double staircase design. I don't know what the official term for it is. It goes up and then it goes up again in different numbers. It's cool. Looks like we're going to have to redo a bit of the cliff here, but it's coming along. I've got this little design here at the moment. It's not bad. I'm working on it. Pretty happy with how it's going. So you kind of go up like this. Whoop, whoop, into this new area that we need to keep flattening out now that I've given myself the hard task of making this 3 blocks lower, but it will be worth it. One gap, man. One gap. And I managed to fall through it. Why are all these spiders so swirly? These guys are purple. Oh, this is purpley swirly. That guy up there's blue swirly. Are these... Did I find enchanted spiders? This is weird. Okay, I guess you guys can stick around. Considering we're working in a circle, we do actually have this nice center block to build something fancy in the middle. And I believe I know what that's going to be, considering I can do two things here. I've never really liked the fountain being here, never really sat happy with me, but I always wanted a fountain. So now I can put the fountain in the market square, get rid of it from here, 'cause I don't really like it here, put it in the place it belongs. There we go, double happy. Excellent. Let's go on that. Fountain gone. Now I attempt to improve on it, if possible. Let's see what I can do. I have no idea how the water's going to flow, but it looks cool. Let's go get a bucket. Et voila! That's not quite as cool as I was hoping for. I was kind of hoping it'd bounce off a few more of the things. Actually, hang on. I can do this. If I chuck a few of these in here, yeah, and then I can get rid of them, right? To control the water stream a bit more, kind of make it. That's improved. It's a bit tall. I'm gonna go lower that down. I can do better than this. Hang on. Let me show you. I'm better than this. I think that's an improvement in terms of water flowage. Now it needs to neaten it up a bit. Alright, design 2, here we go. Let's see if that flows a bit better. I think I planned this one better. That strikes me as more of a fountain. I like that. We're going to stick with this, okay? Now let's just check. Yeah, not bad. Okay, final change. I'm pretty sure lanterns block water, so I was going to chuck a few of these in here and do this. I really hope this works. Oh, it does. Okay, final iteration. Plus these lanterns here, obviously. Yep, that's the one. That's the one. Alright, I've had it with these things now. I'm actually going to light this area up. They've been moaning away. I can't think. I can't think properly. All this rattling and noise. Stop it. Stop it. There you go. I'm sorry. I know I called it zombie and skeleton residence, but you're being evicted. I'm sorry. Too noisy. Hate noisy neighbours. You can't stay. I think this area is good actually. Alright, now let's go back to thinking. I'm trying to plan it all out so I don't make mistakes. I might as well do something useful I think though, so I'm going to dig this whole area here out. Along, right, towards that area. In like a right angle shape. That's the idea for the upper markets. Oh, this isn't going to stand. There's an Enderman. You do not get to live here. Did you? I was going to say, I didn't think it was 3 blocks here, but apparently you can just spawn... Oh, no, didn't bring any torches. Didn't even bring any blocks. Apparently they can spawn in 2 block gaps anyway. I should just fill that in. This project is basically an endless amount of plateaus. We had a plateau over there, and then we had this one here. And now that we're finally sorting this one out, getting trees everywhere, sawmills and markets, we're moving up here, and we've got another one. That's right. Now we have this thing to sort out in a few episodes' time, but well, I suppose this is going to be the market. I'm probably going to do this in a couple of days' time rather than a couple of episodes' time. Right, so the market kind of goes, you go in here, there's a few bits here, a few bits there. Most of the stalls are in this bit, and there's a row of stalls along here. This area is going to be something switched up, made looking nice. Something over here, probably a row of trees again. Okay, but now we definitely need our market stalls, so let's get on that. After a while of consideration, I've decided that I'm going to put a nice little wall around the place and drop the whole market by 1 block after already building it up. So that it's much more like how I've got the smithing district here, because I really like the effect that this created. Dropping it down a block with the double-sided fence. And I thought, I'm going to do the exact same here. Now you've got this nice road, which is going to move along here, continue further on. This is going to go to the mines, so that cart cart with the horse, not the heart with the course, can actually reach the mines and refill his coal supply, and then you can drop a block down here, mark it, I'll fix this staircase up here, more mark it. It's going to work out. But it's just going to be a lot of effort. In the middle of destroying the fountain, I'm just mining away, getting rid of this bit in the middle. Biggest jump scare of my life. Look at this guy. He's been planning. He was plotting and planning for me to take this down. He knew I was going to do it. He was sitting in place, but luckily, I didn't let him go off. And oh my god. I know what I'm going to do with you. Goodbye. I'm not going to make the same mistake twice. Now we're safe. Alright, I've got this whole area lower down a block now, and I've marked out our first two markets. They're going to be the big ones. They're going to be probably weapons from the steelworks and logs, wooden bits from the lumber mill is the idea. I'm not sure if I'm going to have anything else in this area, just general decoration probably, piles of barrels, hay blocks, all that. Up here is the extended market and probably the food section of the market. Man, I'm so glad I learnt the underside of bastions were just entirely made up of blackstone, because I go through this stuff like there was no tomorrow, and this makes it so much easier. Can you believe that I didn't have a smithing table in the smithing district until just now? I completely forgot they existed when I was making this place. That actually works so much better than a crafting table. I'm such an idiot. Anyway, moving on. And this is my much improved market stall that we're going to be using in this market. Unfortunately, nether wart is really hard for me to come by, and I'm just growing it kind of makeshift in my nether area at the moment. So production of these cool red nether bricks is a bit slow. But other than that, this is one for the woodsman, right? It's bigger than my other markets because we're going to go for proper market here rather than just some dockside ones. And I'm just giving him the standard, some logs, barrels, chests, all that stuff. But it's looking pretty good. I've got room for one over there as well. I said that already, didn't I? I've already got smithing stuff up for that one, coal blocks, etc. But I'm happy with how that turned out. And it's the classic red and white for a market. It's now a new day, and as you can see, I was pretty busy last night. I was building this cliff up so I can actually get a good idea of where it ends for the market above it. But pretty tired, so I didn't actually record anything at the time. A little update this morning though. I also finished off the smithing stool, complete with armor stands, showing the wares, and a few bits of detail around the back. Let's let myself in. Just like a small station, so you can come up to the stand and get your sword repaired on the day. In-time repairs. And then up here, oh, there's some armor, apparently. Has a dead zombie. Apparently he didn't have a helmet. But covered it over with cobble and andesite, so we can now make progress on the food market. Okay, these stalls take up much more space than I was expecting them to. I'm going to have to expand this, or push this area back quite a bit, because I was going to try and get stalls facing each other, a double layer, all the way around. But I did not prepare enough room for that at all. I've definitely got a new favourite market stall. Look at this thing I've just put together. You got crossbows, bows, arrows, and then around the back, you can test them out, You're not happy that your purchase is going to be okay? Here's your little target block. It's floating. I'm going to put something fancy down there. I don't know what yet. Yeah, you can test it out, and it just looks so cool. And you can even see it from down here. Oh, it makes the place feel so much more alive. Every stall I add. I've got a few more marked out, so I'll update you when each one gets done. And if you want to follow along at home, this is the build material for one market stall. Let's grab this all out of the way. We've got our walls, detailing blocks, top bar, banner bit, detailing blocks again. I should probably come up with better names for all these things. So I've got 7 blocks along the back, 3 either side of it. Pick up our fence, 1 here at the back, 2 at the front on both sides. And then I like to get the slabs, if possible, and chuck 1 down there and there. Alternate these across. Then I grab these blocks, and this just makes a little counter where you can put your goods for sale. Here's your entrance hatch. Here's some light. Go around the back, alternating again to get that lovely stripe pattern that you associate with market stalls everywhere. I know, red and white's the classic. That's what I'm sticking with probably for all of these market stalls because I couldn't come up with anything else that I liked. The red nether bit just worked so well. Then back along here. This is all the stair action out of the way. Wait, I must have done that wrong. Did I just miscount how many stairs I needed? Have I misplaced a red stair? Oh, here's one. That'll do. Right, moving on. We then need to hop up. I didn't actually bring any building blocks. There you go, that'll do. Hop up here. Row of these. Right, put 2 on here for little, I know, beams. I'm not really sure. Another row of slabs. Build it down. A slab here, a slab here, slabs along here. Then you got one at the front as a little overhang and shade thing for your customers. And that's the build. The only other bits that I ever use are, oh wait, no, hang on. 2 buttons either side, just for maximum detail. And then let's say this is a sword a sword merchant. You get some chests. Just chuck them down at the back here. Maybe you give them a way out here actually. This is probably more my style, right? There you go. Where they can get their supplies from. And that's how you make the market stalls that I'm doing. Easy peasy. Now let's get into a quick time lapse of me building up all of the ones I have marked out. I've got all the stuff I need for it right here. Let's go. Surprisingly enough, this feels much more like a market now I've got all these stalls built up. I kind of had a look at it from my spectator account and the constant red is slightly weird. So I'm still going to work on a different block. I might just use the purplier nether brick, actual nether brick, to kind of break it all up. But once I get these details in, like I've got over here, well, when all these market stalls start looking like this place is going to feel so alive. Whoa. Forgot to mention these 3 slabs here that I've been using to hang my wares from, in case anyone is actually interested enough to follow along. And now the market looks all decorated. It has been a couple of days since the last clip, but I've really gone all out here. I've tried to get the invisible item frames, everyone's got their little work area, every single barrel is filled with the little item frame thing they've got on the front. That honestly is the hardest part of all of this. We've got honey, I've only seen every store. We've got tools, buckets, axes, pickaxes, swords, shields, another axe as well if you're one of those guys that fights with an axe. Honey. Vegetables. This one was one of the more painful ones to fill. Look at these barrels at the back here. It looks kind of minimal and it's almost unnoticeable, but it takes so much of my time. It's worth it though. We've got fruit. A couple of these barrels at the back here. It's my favourite one, other than the archery one as well. Fish. Fish is good because you can do stuff like this. Fish. It also has this. I went out to the nearby ocean monument, killed a couple of guardians. Didn't actually raid the place properly, just kind of got some shards and left because I only wanted one. Saw this on Reddit. Really cool idea. It kind of looks like fish in a barrel. Anyway, fish in a barrel. Meats. Sells eggs, leathers, and hides. I like the idea of this one as well. Leathers and rabbit hides. I need to get a chest plate for that guy, but I ran out of leather. Wool and carpet. That's all filled up. I'm even using pink, because apparently pink is a more official colour to get a wool in. And then I've got these lovely hanging baskets, and the place is looking so cool. And it did take me a while, which means today is the day I'm supposed to be uploading this. And originally the title was going to be called Markets and Mines. But I have a feeling that there is absolutely no way I can make a mine complete today. It was going to be around here. So I've got a backup plan. You're about to find out in the next clip whether I choose to challenge myself and do the mine or just settle on the backup plan. I'm still undecided, but the market is done at least, which is the big project I wanted to do this episode. And it's looking very, very cool. After taking time to consider my workload, I've decided that the best move is probably to scrap for the mines and move on with the backup plan, which involves trying to get a pillager patrol to spawn. So let's wait on them. This little piggy went to market. I wonder what you're going to buy though. You're interested in the hay. And actually, I'm pretty sure these are newly natural spawned pigs, which is quite cool because that means that I've made so much custom terrain up here that the game decided that I need mobs. So I've got some pigs making havoc, pests in the market. This might be a bad idea, but I've just realised that actually I've misread how pillagers spawn. They don't spawn every 5.5 days. They can only spawn after 5.5 days. So I'm going to go to an outpost and start a raid, and this could turn out very poorly for me. Okay, so I'm at the nearest pillager outpost, and the plan is I'm going to go here, grab Bad Omen, head back to the village, to only start the first wave of the raid, name tag the pillagers, and then the second wave can't start. There's a captain already, nice. Second wave can't start because the first wave was never killed, it was name tagged and then put away. So quick in and out, this should be really easy. Want you. Okay, that's Bad Omen. Head back to the village. Probably shouldn't start at night, which is about to be, so I'm going to go sleep in the tower that I've never mentioned before. Right, it should be easy from now on. My village area is right there. I've got Bad Omen. I'm just going to go walk up next to it. Name tag the things that spawn, kill the ones I can't name tag, and then lead them up to the market. Right? I don't see this going wrong. This should be smooth operation with absolutely no ravages. Alright, let's just kind of be like, there we go. Right, that worked. Name tags at the ready. Where's the first wave? There they are. Okay, right, let's kill this guy. Then let's tag, 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 tag. Lead them up. I hope they don't kill each other. That'd be really upsetting. This way. This way, no, don't shoot. Don't shoot yourselves. Don't go in the corruption. This way. This way. Keep coming. Okay, I've lost half of them. Oh, I didn't prepare for this. Okay, right. Grab some stuff. Bring them in here. In here. Come on. Come on. Enter. Okay, he's in. Or she. This is Vidruk. Okay. Close. And we're good. One down. Now I just have to sit here while they keep shooting at that lantern until he's passive. This should be fine, right? I'm gonna go get on my camera account and see where the other guys ended up. Hope they're not causing too much trouble. Right, okay, so we've got one here. This is Arius. He is still round the place. He should stay near the village and he shouldn't despawn. Right, anyone else nearby? Anyone else nearby? A lot came up here. Most of them came up here, right? Hello? I had like 4 when I was at this point. Where did they all head to? They didn't fall, did they? Did they go inside? Did they go up the cliff? Where did they go? Oh, here's one. Melisande. Is that Friedrich still? No, that's Arius. Arius. Oh, here's one. And this is Amelie. Okay, right, we have these 3 here, which means these 2 are Theodina and Friedrich, right? Theodomir, Friedrich. And I just have to stay there and get pelted with arrows until they're satisfied. Should be easy. I've decided to pick 2 more up so I can try and break all 4 crossbows, or 4 out of 5 of the crossbows at once, and one of them is currently stuck miles away, so I have to do that last. Right, so go turn back to these 2. I've got some boats to keep these 2 in place, right, so we'll go like that. And then this guy should just head down here, right? I'm going to be here for so long, it's like 15 minutes. I will get back to you when I've got 4 tamed people. I really hope these potatoes last. Good lord, my arm is taking a serious beating from this. I know it's to be expected, right? I'm being pummeled by what needs to be about 1,200 arrows. I'm not sure I've got the durability for this. I might need to go take a repair halfway through. Alright, armor is now absolutely spotless, polished and shined. Ready to go. That was actually close, I had a bit of a heart attack then. Ready to go. Absolutely get pummeled again. Fun, fun. Fun fact, the real reason that the pillagers eventually give up and accept the life of servitude that I have planned for them in the market isn't because their crossbow breaks, but it's because they're just so intimidated by your manliness after being hit by over 300 arrows from each of them that they just think, you know what, I'm happy to serve this guy. I mean, if you and 3 of your buddies shot someone over 300 times each, and they just sat there, you'd definitely like be, yeah, I'll serve this guy. I quite enjoy watching it from this guy's point of view. Bit of a different angle on it, look. You'd be intimidated by this, wouldn't you? I know I would. Look, look, we have our first break. I don't know if I caught that on the footage. It happened literally as I was doing the POV of that guy. So I hope I got the crossbow breaking in the footage. But if not, look, now he's just staring at me. He's all passive now, I believe. I don't know if these guys are keeping him angry, but the rest of their crossbows should be breaking soon. I think my armor can hold for that time, and then I gotta go repair it again. These two's broke at a very similar time, almost right after each other, so now it's just one guy left. I think, yeah, because I had him shooting at me last, because he was kind of trapped back there. But I mean, we got 3 of 4 of 5, I suppose. Oh no, there it is. And we're done. 4 tamed pillagers. Friedrich, Amelie, Arius, Theodomir. They're gonna be our market people. Let's see if I can get them in position. Done. Turn off those. Theodomir. Friedrich. Up the stairs. The brother and sister duo. Amelie and Arius. Which means that we've got 4 done, 8 to go. Actually, just quickly, I'm gonna just chuck in the trapdoors here. Then put them down on the lower block instead. Because it kind of feels, I don't know, it feels a bit weird than all being cramped in the same corner. So now they should wander around a bit more, is the idea. I know the couple down here were doing it when I replaced it with them, right? Had a bit more movement. Actually looks a bit lively. Look, he's actually in the right place this time. Right in the middle. Rather than just stuck in the corner. He looks like he's trying to wear the armor. Nice try. You made that. You're trying to sell it. Get in the merchant groove. And that just about does it, everybody. We've made some significant progress. Not quite as much as I was hoping for, but I did say I've been a bit busier this week and will continue to be. So, not everything, but I mean, a custom cliff face. I'm not even sure if I showed you that. The hillside, markets on top, and market, as of very recently, now inhabited, which is really cool. I actually really like the pillagers when they're not attacking me. Obviously, they fit the color scheme much better than normal villagers do, with their purple and grey. I mean, it's literally the color of the roof of this house here, so that works very well. It's very nice. Looking forward to, well, I suppose, looking forward to in some ways, and looking forward to, and not looking forward to in other ways, trying to get the other 8, or the other, excuse me, I'm trying to do an outro here. Getting the other, or one that is wandering the wild somewhere, if it's still alive. Back to the outpost, a few more raids, a few more citizens. Anyway, hope you enjoyed. See you Tuesday. God, I might not get something out by Tuesday. I might have to delay that. Anyway, see you when I see you.